Okay, welcome to your first level 2 workout. Now today we're just going to basically talk about the form and how I expect you to do some of these exercises. So it's an introduction to some of the most basic exercises that we're going to do. So what I'd like you to do is just kind of relax and just watch me and listen to what I would like you to do. And then when the time comes, I'll ask you to perform the exercise along with me so you can get the feel for what I'm trying to get you to do. So we're going to begin by doing 10 push-ups, or I'm going to show you what I want you to do when you do your push-ups. So just watch me for now, and then I'll have you do these along with me. So your roll of toilet paper is on the ground for the purpose of a goal of how deep that you want to take your chest. Now keep in mind, if you can't go down all the way and touch your chest off the roll of toilet paper, there's nothing wrong with that. I want you to go as deep as what you possibly can. All right, so to get yourself ready to do that, you want to get your hands, all right, if this is shoulder width apart for me, I'm going to go about one hand width wider than shoulder width. So one hand width wider is where I'm going to put my hands on the ground, and I'm going to center my chest directly over top of that roll of toilet paper. Now, when I'm centered over top of this, I want you to notice something. Notice my head, shoulders, hips, and knees are in a nice straight line. That's good push-up form. What I see commonly done is a lot of people will get their butts up in the air and then they take their nose or their chin down to the ground. And that's not targeting the muscle groups that you want to target. That's not good push-up form. I want you in a straight line. Head, shoulders, hips, and knees should all be in a nice straight line. And when you go down as low as you comfortably can, no lower than chest off toilet paper, and then you push yourself up nice and strong. So that's it. Touch your chest off the roll of toilet paper, push yourself up nice and strong. That's a full rep. Go down as low as you can. Remember, if you can only go down a few inches and you can't go any more without feeling like you're going to collapse, then that's fine. Eventually you will get stronger and you'll be able to do a more complete push-up as the weeks progress. Okay, so I would like you guys to go ahead and get down and center yourself over your roll of toilet paper. And I want you to get your head, shoulders, hips, and knees in a nice straight line. And then all you're going to do, drop your chest to the roll of toilet paper and push yourself strong up as strong as what you can. All right, let's do 10 reps together, nice and slow. Here we go. Down, up, there's 1, 2, 3, as low as you can. 4, there's nothing wrong with going just a couple inches. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All right, that's all you got to do for the push-up. Now, I like whenever we do these routines, you're going to have your roll of toilet paper, your chair, and your bands laid out nice in front of you here. Remember, yellow's easiest, green's middle, the red is the most difficult. We're going to do the bicep curl next. And the bicep curl is an exercise that typically most people, regardless if you're male or female, are pretty strong in. It's a strong muscle group. So I want you ladies out there to choose either your green preferably, or if you feel like you're stronger, your red, or just try your green for now, and if it's too easy, you can upgrade to your red later. And those of you guys out there can go ahead and actually start with your red bands. So in order to do this exercise correctly, we're going to stand with both feet shoulder width, all right, right on the middle of the band there, okay? Shoulder width apart, right in the middle of the band, and you're going to turn your palms so they face me. And what we're going to do is we're going to curl this up to your shoulder and then let the band go down back nice and slow so you have a straight arm then at the bottom. And I'm going to turn to the side to show you that a little better. All right, I have a straight arm at the bottom, curling it up to my shoulder and then back down to a straight arm, just like that. All right, so that's what I want you guys to do. We're going to do 10 reps, and then one more thing, anytime that we stand up and do an exercise, you always want to stand with a slight bend in your knee. Okay, so slight bend in the knee, straight arm, let's curl it up to the shoulder, and then back down. That's 1. 2, don't rock your hips. 3, make sure your knees stay bent now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's 10. Very good. All right, that's the bicep curl. So now you kind of know whether or not you need to either upgrade or downgrade your band color the next time that you do it. Okay, we're going to do the shoulder press next, which, unlike the bicep curl, is a little more difficult because the shoulders aren't as strong as the biceps. So ladies, definitely grab your yellows. Guys, you can even go yellow or your green if you like, but I'd prefer that everybody starts with their yellow. I want you to go ahead and stand with your feet shoulder width apart again on the band, but this time we're going to bring our arms up, and I want you to keep the band in the front of your body, okay? It shouldn't be wrapped up behind you like this. Try to keep it so it's in the front, and your start position is going to be a 90-degree angle in your armpit or in your elbow, and a 90-degree angle in your armpit. So let's go ahead and get in that position, and we're going to press it straight above your head, and then let your elbows down to that start position again after you finished it. All right, so it's straight up and then back down. We're going to do 10 reps, just like the bicep curls. You got to stand with a slight bend in your knee. All right, here we go, straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, very good. And that's the shoulder press. Great exercise to target those upper shoulder muscles. And then the last exercise I'm going to show you is the squat, because like the push-up, I believe body weight exercises are ideal. The push-up is one of the best things to do for your upper body. The squat is the single best thing that you can do for your lower body. However, we have to do the squat with absolute perfect technique every single rep. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So don't do this along with me yet. Just listen and pay attention, because it's important that you do this correctly. You're going to stand with your feet shoulder width apart. We're going to put our arms across your chest, and I want you to keep everything up nice and tall. Keep your eyes looking at the ceiling. What you're going to do is you're going to take your butt and sit it as far back in on your chair as what you possibly can, and then stand up strong. Don't let your chest collapse over top of your knees like this. All right, you want to keep everything up nice and tall. And most importantly, you want to set your butt as far back in your chair as what you can. Now, still, don't do this yet. I'm going to show you a different angle of this, because this really will help you understand what I'm talking about. If I would say do a squat, most of you would come down and do this. You would take your butt right off the very edge of your chair. Okay? Very bad form and technique. In fact, I don't know if you can hear this or not. I'm going to do it again. I'm not going to talk. And see if you can hear a pop. One more time. Okay, I don't know if you can hear that audible pop or not, but if you can't, my knee's popping, because that is incorrect squat form. That is how you will hurt or aggravate your knee joint. To do this correctly, you want to sit your butt all the way back into the back end, as far back in as you can, and then stand up strong. So you're almost literally falling back into your chair and then standing up strong. That's how I want you to do this squat. Now, I want you to watch something. I'm going to do this incorrectly again, and I want you to watch my knees. If I do this incorrectly, look what happens to my knees. My butt's on the edge of the chair. Look how far out over top of my toes my knee joint is, which is why my knee pops. That's bad. You want to avoid this as much as possible. Watch the difference now when I set my butt all the way back in. Look at this. Now my knee is over top of my ankle. All my weight's on my heel. I'm setting my butt in, and I'm working the muscles now that you're supposed to work when you do a squat, which is your glute, your hamstring, your quadriceps. Those big muscle groups are all engaged when you do that correctly, versus all the work coming right here on the knee joint when you sit on the edge. Okay, so let's do this together now. You join me. I want you to do 10 reps. You're going to stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Shoulder width apart, arms across your chest, and it's imperative that you sit your butt as far back in as what you can. Okay, so let's set it back in deep. I want you to stand up strong, keep your head and chest up, eyes up, and let's do 10 together. Let's start right now. Here we go. Down, up strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now all the way back in, up nice and strong, and there's 10. Great job, guys. It's the form that's key. I want you to master that early on so that you don't hurt yourself when you focus on the muscle groups that we're intended on using. So I'll see you again on Wednesday in your next workout. Bye-bye.